Hi and welcome to RCKicks. On today's show, well, I've got a little bit of a controversial one for you. Now, it's just landed in the UK about 24 or 48 hours ago, and it's the Egress Black edition that's come out from Tamiya. Now, I know what you're thinking, hasn't that been out for a while? Well, yeah, it arrived in Australia, of all places, first, and they seem to have had it for the best part of 2 or 3 weeks. Adam from RC Action Australia has already unboxed it, built it, and put it on his show. So in this video, we're going to unbox it, sure, but also I want to discuss with you, have Tamiya gone too far with this one? Are they demanding too much money because of the resurgence in vintage cars? And do you think we should get more value for money? So stay tuned. Hit it, Charlie. So the Egress from Tamiya. Now I'm lucky enough to look after a vintage example of this, and this is in beautiful condition, and I put a technical motor in it. Does need a bottom tray, but apart from that, it's in really good condition. Gets a little bit dusty sitting on the shelf. Now, we did get a re-release of the Egress, and that was very popular indeed, and it sold out. So it's kind of, let me just get rid of that. It's kind of obvious that we were going to see something like this down the line. But the thing that's a little bit strange is it's not a special edition like the Avanti special edition that came out. That had upgraded steering as well as it had its own motor. But this definitely has that vibe about it. Now, when it was first announced, I did look and I was not overly sold. I think the price point that this is pitched at was a little bit, what's the word? Maybe a little bit higher than what we kind of expected. But then when we found out what we actually got in the box, it kind of, the separation between the price that we're paying and what we're actually getting didn't seem to be a bargain of the century, that's for sure. Especially when we have the Avanti Black in mind. There's no actual updates at all from the, not the original one, the re-release version, apart from they changed some colours. So why the extra amount of money, you ask? Well, putting that aside, let's have a look at the actual kit itself and see. I'm kind of on the fence with this one. So the first thing, presentation of the box. And I have to say, absolutely nailed it. The box is beautiful. It does feel very special. And once we take the lid off and you have a look inside, they've actually gone to the trouble to lay everything out like a special edition. So presentation wise, I think they absolutely nailed it. But it's what's in the box that counts, right? Yes, it's nice to have the presentation, but that's only one aspect. So let's open the box up and take a look. So yes, the presentation on the outside is good, but what's inside? Let's have a look. Some bits. There we go. So if we take a look, yes, you can see they've gone to town on it and done what you would expect, especially for a kit. So is this any different to, say, the Avanti Black? No, I'd say the actual presentation is pretty much identical. I do like the way that they've done it, that the wheels and the tires fit around the body. That's pretty good. Also, you've got the under tray in there with the decals, which we'll come on to. But presentation wise, it's exactly the same as the Avanti 2011. So why is it more expensive? I don't see a motor in it. So the justification of why this costs what it does when it doesn't actually give you as much as you get. Plus, you could argue that the Avanti Black is a more complicated car with more pieces, more metal pieces. So this one looks to be nowhere near as good value as, say, the Avanti 2011 or the Avanti Black. So on the left, you have the chassis. Let's pull it out so you can have a look at it. So we get the first box. And you get the basic lower chassis. Now, one thing that I do say they did a brilliant job on is these. They've changed the color of the shocks, so we have never seen this before. But like you say, it's just a color change. It's a different anodized, but it is a nice touch, as well as the spring color, and it matches the uprights on the front. So again, that's a nice attention to detail. On the other side, we get the prop shaft. See, again, the prop shaft, wouldn't it have been nice if that was done, or at least anodized in a different color, or just a little bit better quality, you know, to lift the kit. Yes, you get your bearings, your motor mount, but these are all standard stuff. Drive shafts, and then you've got the body itself, which is basically exactly the same, no changes, and again the same with the tyres. Bottom tray is identical like we've had previously, and the stickers, blue tint window stickers, that's very different. It all looks very blue even though it's a black. And then we have the sort of aluminium stickers. These are a little bit more challenging to put on and they're easier to damage, so you have to take your time with those ones. Also, you know, the attention to detail on the box where you have this writing at the bottom, this all looks really, really good. Right, let's open up these boxes and see what's inside. So I think we'll start with the blue box first. Now there's two different little bits of sellotape, one on each side. There we go. Right. God, that's got some weight to it. So we get the rims. Now obviously these are different colour, so, but again, nothing super special, just a different colour. Then we have our bag B, bag C, which obviously this one comes with bearings. Then you get your oil, a few more bits and pieces. You actually get a tool in this one. And then bag A, which is your nuts and bolts and stuff, some grease, your diffs, pinion gear, nice pinion gear. Where's the motor? And then you get the wing. So that's pretty much what you get in the first box. Right, let's have a look at the other one, which is the grey box. Same thing, it's held together with two bits of tape. Just get that one. And then the other one. Sorry, I'm making lots of noise. Rear hubs. Servo saver arms. Part of the front bulkhead. Part of the steering. See, like that. Wouldn't that be nice if that was in aluminium or something? Then we get the rear cover for the pinion and spur. Then we get the underplate to get access to the diffs, front and rear. Suspension parts. More suspension parts. Front bumper, rear bumper, rear arms. See, again, and you look at these and you think, well, these are just a single bit of plastic. When you look at what you get on the Avanti, they're all metal. So why, again, is this kit so expensive? And then you just get your battery stay and a few other bits, rear upright, I guess. I think that is, could be wrong. And that's pretty much it. So the big question is, should you get this or the Avanti Black? Now, I'm not saying the Egress Black is something you should never go near. The Egress is a fantastic car and the Egress Black is a beautiful bit of kit. But from a pure price point of view, the Avanti 2011 Black is cheaper and it has a kit motor in it. It is a lot more aluminium. It's much more of a complicated kit and it is a beautiful build. So if I only had the money to buy one, I would personally go for the Avanti Black. But don't let that put you off. You may already have it and the Egress Black may be one to add to the collection. Will it become collectible down the line? Well, there's a lot of factors that we don't know about. Number of units being produced, how long it's going to be available for, and is there going to be another batch? If this is the only batch, then obviously later down the line it's going to become more desirable. Not that I think any RC is worth an investment, if you will. Purely buy it for your own pleasure and for your own collection. Where it becomes a bit more of a sticking point is when you're spending that kind of money. It does open up a lot more options. So you could spend your money on something like this, which again is amazing quality, and it's over £100 less. And that's where it starts to get a little bit difficult to justify the price of the Egress Black. Anyway, thanks so much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.